Hey everybody, I am standing in for Paula this lovely day. Teresa roped me into doing this.
She is very grateful.
I sent her a recipe from my childhood. It was a dessert a dessert that my mother would make. Growing up, I would say our family house was the party house. Friends, relatives, everyone came for anything that we were having going on.
Tell them how many siblings you have.
There are 9 of us. So we had a big, let's put it this way, I'm number 7. And growing up, if a friend dropped me off after school or, friends coming over, and there would be maybe 3 or 4 cars in front of the house, and they'd be like, "Are you having a party?" And I'm like, I think just more than one sibling showed up at the same time. That's it. So anyways, when I went home last year for Christmas, I was going through some of my mom's recipes, and I started asking her, I said, there was a dessert you made, and it was called lemon lush. And I said, I just remember, as a kid, it was kind of more, I guess, like on the side of the table that maybe, the adults would probably go towards for food. It wasn't, your typical cookie or brownie. And I, ventured towards the lemon lush, and I thought it was great. It has a nice crumbly base to it, with chopped walnuts, which I think Paula will like. So anyways, we're gonna get started. This is, just a couple of steps. We do have to bake the base. So what you're gonna do is 2 sticks of butter, and you're going to just use a pastry cutter and make it kind of crumbly. And that's still kind of hard, Teresa.
I think that's to help with the butter. I mean, with the flour.
Yeah.
I've never truly understood why you have to keep your butter and your flour cold. Maybe there's somebody out there that knows that secret and can comment on this video.
And I can honestly say I have never made this. I've only had the pleasure of eating it. So if you're a lemon fan, I think you'll like it. Okay, so now that it's all into nice little pieces, the butter and the flour, that's 2 cups flour, 1 cup butter. We've got some chopped walnuts. Let's see, 1 cup.
And there'll be a recipe for you, a link to a recipe, so if you're missing out.
And now you're pretty much going to have to just use your hands, and
I made Eddie wash them before we started.
She forced me to wash my hands.
That's the last thing you got to do with Eddie.
Okay, so I've got it all patted down into a 9x13. You kind of really want to press it down, get all the butter and flour, walnuts all incorporated in there. And we're going to go into a 350 oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, we're back with step number 2. And we've got 1 8-ounce cream cheese block, got a cup of powdered sugar, confection sugar, as Paula calls it, and 1 cup Cool Whip. And so we're going to start beating it up a little bit. Teresa got that very nicely softened.
I tried to. I was up early this morning.
All right, so I've got the cream cheese and the confection sugar incorporated pretty well. I'm going to add the Cool Whip, 1 cup. Last step, let's see. Alrighty, we've got it all blended up, and while the crust is baking, we're gonna just go on and stick this in the refrigerator for a little bit, and we'll move on to step 3. All right, step 3, very simple. We're using some lemon jello, and we're gonna blend it up just normal. 2 3.4 ounce boxes with 3 cups of milk. Look at that yellow.
Pretty. Lemon, lemon.
All right, and we're just gonna get this all blended up and again, put it in the refrigerator until our crust is ready, and then we'll assemble all 3 pieces once the crust is cool. Okay, so all 3 pieces are now together. The crust is completely cool. After putting both of these in the refrigerator, we took them out. I whipped these a little bit just to smooth them out a little bit, and we're gonna add the cream cheese layer over the crust. All right, so we got the cream cheese all spread out over the cookie base, and now the lemon pudding, again, spread right up over. Yep. Okay, and then the very last part is just topping it with however much Cool Whip you want. I mean, if you want to make your own, just for the topping, I don't know that I would do it for the base, but for the topping, if you want to add your own, that's great. As you can see, that's not going to be enough, so we move to the second one.
Paula style. Eddie, you learn from the best. Your mama.
Well, you know what?
Your mama had a lot on top of it.
She did, yeah. That's what I was just saying. We need to add a nice thick layer of Cool Whip on top. And like I said, I honestly have never made this, and I don't really remember. I was not in the kitchen when she made most of this stuff, and I have no idea when she made all this stuff. But I'm from the generation. Well, no, I mean I'm from the generation where you went out in the morning and you came home when it was dark and it was time to eat. Everything was ready. All right, so we got a nice whipped cream topping to it, and then
what's the last but not least?
Okay, so the recipe, I don't remember her having coconut on top, so I'm just going to top it with the crushed walnuts, just a little bit on top.
But she does have in your recipe, Eddie, that you can add a half a cup of toasted coconut. But some people don't like coconut.
Yeah.
And adding coconut with lemon, that might be a different type of flavor profile for some people.
Yeah, I don't remember the coconut part, so we're not going to do that. Okay, so there we go. It's ready to eat. No waiting. Alrighty, the moment of truth. Let's see how I did.
Is it what you remember?
It is. Well, you know what? I can smell it. It does smell. It's great. If you like
memories.
If you like lemon, you will really like it. The walnut cookie base is just so good. It's nice and crisp and very good. I hope you enjoy it too.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.